In relationships, there are 3 sides to every story. Your side.
Ain't no romance without finance. You know what I'm talking about?
Their side.
Her sex ain't good enough.
Do your Kegels, girl. Get your Kegels going. Yeah.
And the drama in between.
There's a lot of holy rollers in here forgetting that Jesus was a carpenter.
He shouldn't have even been an option.
And this combo is just too real for everyone to agree.
Jesus would get no love from nobody because
he's a virgin.
But fair is fair when you're breaking down the double standard.
What's up, everybody? Brooke England here, back for another episode of Double Standard, because we know in dating there are 2 sides to every story. On this episode, we like to keep it real on all things dating, gender roles, and relationships. And you know, like I said, we like to keep it real. You send us your dilemmas, and we do our very best to try to, help you through those experiences. With our experiences, of course. So back today, I have my 2 queens to the right of me, BT Staff, Latoya, and Yakira.
Hey.
Hello. Hey. How you doing? And to the far right, I have my dude, Andrew Ricketts from BT Social.
What's up with you?
And our guest in the building today, my brother, Tony Anderson. You might recognize him from BT Breaks. Yeah. To my left, I got my dude, Mouse Jones, a.k.a. the Twitter guru. That's what they say. So you guys know how we like to start, right? We got to start with a toast because we want to remain friends. And we just want to toast to keeping it real, right?
Health and wealth.
Judgment free.
Indeed.
Now, today's topic is a very special treat to me. Shouts out to the producers. And it is about money matters. So, of course, all of our dilemmas today will be about money and dating. And we know how that can get messy.
Ain't no romance without finance. You know what I'm talking about?
Hello.
I need a woman who is going to make sure that if she wants to take care of me financially, it is okay. And I will cook and clean for you.
Whack.
Ain't no, and see, here's the thing. First thing you should talk about is, what do you do? What do you do in your career?
I agree.
Now, here's my thing. You don't have to be filthy rich. You understand what I'm saying? I would prefer it. But you don't have to be filthy rich.
You would prefer
yeah,
it.
I would prefer it. Yeah, I would prefer it. I like my women wealthy.
I personally think, if you're struggling financially, you don't need to be in a dating game.
Right.
You need to be really getting your life together.
Somebody's job.
I'm sorry.
Is that in the Bible?
I don't know. It should be.
If you're online dating and the person's thing says self-employed, just don't date them. And when I date people, I look for signs. Like if I go on a date with somebody and at the end they get the bill, this place is expensive, they're not getting another date.
But why would you say that on a date? That's
Why would you? Because it just sounds like broke boy vocabulary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like expensive. Well, next time you can go to McDonald's alone. Because I don't want to get caught up.
Sometimes they do.
I don't even want the bums to say they was dating me.
See, I don't think they wrong because I'm the same
No,
way.
they're not.
My sisters, I don't date broke. Listen,
like
when I go out, my women take me out.
That's a fact.
But I don't date broke women.
That's
that light skin BS. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, time out. Hold on, wait, 1 second. Hold on. Wait, flip it a minute, bring it back, hold on 1 second. So when I was in agreement with y'all, it was okay. But when I say I'm doing the same thing y'all doing, it's a problem. Double standard. They had a clear double standard in the sense that as long as it was the man providing for the woman, it's okay. But if the woman was providing for the man, then it was no, he's no good. That's a clear double standard.
Because I think that.
That's a clear double standard.
I mean, first of all, I don't need no man looking at a blessing from being in my privilege as a bill. You need to be on your knees thanking the Lord.
And too many people think that their presence is a presence. So if all you bringing is your presence, a good conversation,
exactly.
I need something else.
See, when I said presence, that was just a nice way, because if I get into all the other things that I bring in, then you would just be dismissed. But anyway, let's move on.
Please.
I'm with you on that, girl.
I don't agree with that.
All right, the first dilemma we have today is titled Looker with a Heart of Gold.
Sound like me.
The moment he pulled up in the Porsche, I just knew he'd be mine. 4 exotic trips later, he's put my car in his name. When we moved into his high-rise, I knew the future would be bright. But then the tantrum started, and him accusing me of not offering enough to the house. He's bickering over little light bills and credit card debt. Should I find someone who will take me and my needs more seriously? What y'all think?
Her sex ain't good enough.
Yeah, it must be something about that.
Her sex ain't good enough.
Do your Kegels, girl.
It's the consistency of the sex. Oh, we got some consistent sex. Like, we got sex we can come home to. That's the part that gets us. And that's why I tell you, it gets very old if that's all you got to offer is sex. When I come home, you still here breathing. You still here taking up my space. You be talking about your day.
I still don't think she putting it down right. I was reading in between the lines. See, you got to read in between the lines. I don't think she putting it down.
Good sex is part of it. Good conversation is part of it. For some women and men, good money is a part of it. And that's just the reality of it. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I will say this, though. There's some things that come with that. Because if I'm kicking out dollars to you, oh, please believe it's going to be the sloppiest of the toppy.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to need all types of naked pictures.
Yeah.
Toppy in the prenup.
As soon as I come home, I want to be greeted. I want to be greeted with a steak dinner and some neck.
I just want to say something. If it's possible, because you know what? I agree. I agree. If my man coming through, Lace, guess what? Sloppy toppy, that's easy. Let's get it popping.
It's the least you can do.
That's the least I can do.
Your man could like massages, and you need to get the oils together. When he come through, you need to get the massaging. If he like head rubs, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that he enjoys, if he takes care of you, you should want to reciprocate that.
Financially, he could afford her easily. Right. But now it's that headache. Now you gotta hear her mouth. You gotta see her face. You gotta hear her breathe. You gotta see her face. Like certain things. Now you can't. You gotta see her chew the chicken.
She don't work on that level. I'm not saying.
That's what I'm saying. So he can't afford that headache outside of that. I walk in the house, and I'm doing all this. I'm giving you all your needs. I walking out the house still dirty. I don't care about the neck. All right, I know you're gonna give me that, but move, clean the house, do something with yourself. Like, why are you just sitting around why you sitting around looking regular? Because you said you want money and high maintenance, and I'm high maintenancing you. I don't know if that's a
That's not a word. Okay.
It's definitely not the right word.
It wasn't a word.
If I'm keeping you high maintenance and I'm doing that and you got your money, then guess what? When I get home, shit should be straight. My house should be straight. Like, you should make this peaceful for me. You should make. And then I will worry about the neck. You'll sign up for this. You say you just want to throw this money at her, and then you throwing this money at her, and then when you realize that you're a human being and you need certain human interactions and they're void and not there because this is what you signed up for, now you looking dumb.
What I will say is this, girl. You need to figure out what you can do around this house to keep your man happy, or you gonna be, what? Assed out. Next up is titled No Sugar Coating. I am a 34-year-old executive in the media industry, and if I can say so myself, I am very accomplished in my field. I'm successful and respected among my peers and live comfortably, making a high six-figure salary. A few months ago, I met a guy who's younger than me and is new to the city, and we connected instantly. He's funny, good-looking, smart, and he is hypnotizing sexy. The problem is he's starting to get too comfortable, leaving clothes at my house, getting packages delivered there, and recently he's been asking to borrow money until he gets more settled. I'm all about supporting his dream and investing in his potential, but I can't help but feel I'm being turned into his sugar mama. I'm definitely a catch, but I have been caught by a hobosexual. What should I do? What in the heck is a hobosexual? We learned a new word on this.
I do know hobosexual stuff.
Bro, just...
Shout out to the Lawrence Hive. We are just a group of men who just, aren't where we want to be in life, and just have women who surround us who just make sure we are in the world.
Okay, that's disgusting.
We've seen, a very rich man in spirit who is a hobosexual on TV. Lawrence of Insecure and the Lawrence Hive, which I am a card-carrying member. High priest, actually. I'm like right under Lawrence. Most likely these kind of men sleep on couches.
Right. Okay. Because I was getting ready to be like, so,
what are we, okay, first of all, I'll
intolerance.
just say.
That's what's going on here, intolerance.
Almost.
if if you had a boy at your house, a man at your house, and you chilling, all of a sudden the doorbell ringing, he like, oh, by the way,
no, he paying bills
package.
there.
Exactly.
That's the only way.
He's not
But you
paying
ain't got
no
the bag,
bills.
Brooke. If you're a woman who could never get, like, who's the poppin', what's the dude, Kofi? If you a woman who could, some women just can't get a Kofi. But you may get that money, and now you can get you a Kofi. You may be like, I don't want Stedman, I want a Kofi. And that money's going to allow you to. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Now you have
but
to
I do
deal
think
with
it's
the same
something wrong.
thing the men
but
have to deal with.
Which I think is fine. And if women going to get played and pimped out, hey, that's their thing. I don't really care.
So why write the letter in? She liked
Because she's an idiot. But
no,
what happens is...
She likes the... No, she likes
the...
She's just not used to...
But
no,
he's playing her now.
There's no
Because
proof of
she
that.
don't want him staying here.
No.
Why are we saying that why are we saying that he's playing her? Because this man could be very well in love with her.
So if she's starting to feel like a sugar mama, there is some concern that she feels like, is this all I have to offer him?
The reason she may feel like that is just because you typically in society we see what a man providing for the woman.
It's
so now you have
the women making money.
This might be her first situation like that.
But he obviously ain't making no moves to provide anything for her because she said she had no problem supporting him. He obviously has a dream. He's working towards that.
Yeah.
She's just may never have been in a position where she is the provider. As a homosexual, one thing you make sure is that your stroke game is on point. Make sure that your dirty turkey is right. Make sure that your flamingo is right.
That's nasty.
When you knock boots, you gotta make sure you smoke elite boots. Yeah, so dirty turkey is a move that you break out when you need a bill paid. It's like the elite boot smoke. It's like the elite sex move that's gonna get your bills paid, everything taken care of. You got some credit card debt.
If she can set some limits and he can say, oh, you know what, I was wildin'. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten as comfortable as I did. They could get right back on course with the same dynamic and he could look for his dream job.
This is what it is. So this girl right here, I think, this is what can happen when you go too long without having sex.
Yeah.
You done grew cobwebs. Now you over here getting dickmatized.
You gotta stay focused because a man could hit you in the right spot, hit that bottom. Now you just all vulnerable. You don't know what done happened to you. Blowing up this man's phone, you stalking this man's Instagram. Stay focused.
I don't care if you gotta call the people from your past just to get a little, you know what I'm saying, to keep it moving. So you not doing stupid stuff like this.
Yeah. Come
You right now, you dickmatized.
You have the best sex when you're homeless because you are trying to make sure you have a place to stay that night. Somebody on her level is not gonna put it down. It's not gonna put it down the same way a broke nigga is gonna put it down.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah,
That's not true.
as a homosexual, I'm telling you.
That is factual.
You stay out of it.
No.
I be trying to hump house keys up out of a woman sometimes. I've humped some car keys out of a woman before.
So basically being a homosexual is
flights.
a hustle.
Yes, this is what I've been telling you.
That is like a total stereotype that only broke men have good dick. It's not true. Like, it's not true. And I refuse to settle for that and believe that. Like, why would I ever even want to lay down with somebody and get caught up and I might get pregnant with the broke dude? That's not gonna happen.
So the last dilemma of the day is trust fund issues. Okay. This girl treats me like I've never felt before. When we go out, the restaurants are the fancy type with the cloth napkins. Her parents always pay for everything, which feels weird. I wouldn't mind if they didn't pick up the tabs so often. Last month, her dad threw a big graduation party at the most posh restaurant in Boston.
He said posh.
After he flew us all out there. My family didn't raise me to leech off people. When the check for the meal came, I insisted on paying for me and my girl. Now she want to give me smoke for picking up our part of the check. Is it only cool when her parents have all the money, but not when I do?
Oh, this guy just out of
This
his
is a man of character.
He's out of his league. We're all in the industry. We've been there and seen the bill come, and the person who invited us out won't even let us take.
Right.
They'll look at you some sort of way, like
I don't reach.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like
I don't reach. You know what I'm saying? I already know what it is.
I didn't know. The reason I'm able to deal with a woman of affluence or a woman of power because I have my own. You can't play my education. I have a degree. You can't play my job. I have 2 of those. My credit's good. You know what I mean? Like, I have my own. So if this woman's father's like, oh, he's a bum, he's this and that, you need to check the receipts, bro. I got it too. I just want to spend your money.
People at a certain level of income have a completely different mindset about money. And I'm talking about a high level of income. Is it okay if I pay for my portion of something?
I don't think he's wrong.
He's not wrong.
It's
once again.
I mean, you know, like I told you, I might do a little.
Pump fake.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, y'all got it. Okay, you know.
If a man is about to pay, I look at what the other men at the table doing. If I see them reaching, then I'll reach. But if they don't reach, I'm like, they used to it too. Real homosexual around here. Real homosexual.
That was real homosexual of you.
Indeed.
There's a lot of holy rollers in here forgetting that Jesus was a carpenter. Like, you can provide a lot of things.
What that got to do with anything?
Because you can provide a lot of things.
I would not date modern day Jesus because that's not my type of guy.
You need like a pharaoh.
Yeah, I do. Give me all the gold.
But the Pharaoh had the tantrums, though. The Pharaoh will chop your head off and get a new wife.
I could be a little crazy, too. You don't want to date anybody who's doing worse than you because you already have your own shit with you.
Yeah.
Date people who are on a level up from you. They don't have to necessarily, they don't have to be, you know, Kobe Bryant.
Men always got to level up.
I'm just saying, let's not make it a double standard. I agree with everything that you're saying, but men have to also, we got to stop dating these broke chicks.
Have to make it a double
we
standard.
got to, we got to stop dating
Tom.
these broke chicks that don't have nothing going for them, but they look good. They're going to DR, getting their butts and stuff done.
I would date somebody on my level and higher, not
lower.
And even the same level is kind of reach.
Just don't date people who are insecure either.
So don't date people.
All right.
So don't date people. He's breathing, so don't make sure you don't date him. You gotta avoid dating people that breathe. If you're only around me for my money, you gotta go.
Well, they're not around you for your money now, though. Because you ain't got none.
Then what that mean they're there for? Hello? All right.
So we're just gonna recap, you know, for our viewers, what we learned today in each dilemma. Looking with a heart of gold. So something happened here. He changed up, but you didn't. You need to figure out if you want to stay in the situation. You want to stay in the high rise, or you want to bring more to the table. You decide. No sugarcoating. Girl, get you a toy, okay? You need to know when you are being stigmatized. This man is not rising to your obvious standards.
He's rising. Him rising ain't the problem.
And last but not least, trust fund issues. Like I said, dude, you cannot benefit from something and complain about it at the same time. Maybe you need to go sit and have a conversation with her father. Maybe her father does this on purpose because he doesn't want her dating your broke ass. You need to figure that shit out, okay? So make sure you click like and comment below and make sure you share this video because we want everyone to experience, you know, what we're trying to put out in the world. We're trying to help at the end of the day, right? If you got a dilemma or know someone that has a dilemma, make sure you email us at betdoublestandard@gmail.com. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss another episode. Duh. And again, thank you to my amazing panel for keeping it real. My dude, Tone. Always fun, always laughs, and you know, there's always a double standard. So you'll see us again. Peace.